Alright, it's your brother YG coming back. Brother Ragazal with a quick sit down. Basically on this holiday coming up, man. This wicked ass holiday, Christmas, Xmas, however you want to call it, man. But before we start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you. I can pushing this truth across the four corners. We're gonna jump right into it. It's Jeremiah 10 from the top. Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Hear ye the word. Listen up. Hearken unto this. And the Lord is talking to the body, the house of Israel right here. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't adopt these wicked customs, these wicked ideologies. Don't go in the ways, don't go in the paths of these heathen, man. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Yep, and they dismayed at them because they don't have the understanding of these scriptures, man. Those are signs of the Most High's coming. Those are signs we're looking for, man. When they see those things, man, they be terrified when the sky gets darkened and the sun and the moon and the stars, there's no light coming from the sky and all that. We know what that's about. We read that in the scriptures, man. Those different signs, they are dismayed at them, man. The heathens are, man. They don't know what the fuck going on, man. They don't know their own asshole from the elbow, man.
Okay. And it says, learn not the way of the heathen, because, man, these heathen, they'll take a sign from the Lord and turn it into a party, man. They'll take like something like the solar eclipse was a sign from the Lord and turn it into a whole party, man. Solar eclipse parties. Yep. That's what they was having when the solar eclipse came about. For the customs of the people are vain. Exactly. They're vain, man. They're empty. Wickedness. Folly.
Yep.
That's all that comes from it. It's nothing. The customs of the wicked, they lead you in the opposite direction of the Most High. The Most High is going on the right path. You learn the heathen ways, you going in the opposite direction more and more. More and more is you basking in wickedness, man. And it's nothing to do with the Most High. The Most High doesn't even care about it. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. You got it.
Oh, and it said one cut a tree out of the forest is describing one of the customs, man. This goes all the way back, man, to Nimrod, man.
Okay.
You know, and his mama and stuff, man. That whole Christmas doctrine, man. Our people don't look into anything, man. They dwell amongst the heathen and they do what the heathen do, man. You know, and it's describing one of those vain customs right now. We're talking about cutting a tree. They cut a tree from out the forest. Watch what else they do with it. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. They deck it with silver and with gold. Sound familiar?
Yep. They decorate this. They decorate the tree, man. Which, if you know your history, that tree is a symbolization of Nimrod's penis, man.
That's right.
That's what that's about, man. You need to look into this, man. Do your own research, man. We're not gonna give you everything, man, cause you're not going to anyway, man. Just like you didn't look into your own research onto Christmas. You just know that I got gifts when I was small. This is custom. This is what's the word I'm looking for?
Tradition.
Tradition. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. It's your tradition, so we just gotta do it, man. That's wickedness, man.
Okay.
You know.
And you've made it your own.
Yep.
And it says, they fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Sound familiar?
Yep. The little tree stand thing. So that bitch don't fall left, right, forward, or back, man. That bitch stand still, man.
Okay. You heathen, you made it your obligation to go and get these trees, man. I see heathen on the internet traveling far and wide, trees on top of their vehicles, man. Making sure it don't fall. You got somebody backing you into the garage, protecting that tree, man, all for this wicked holiday.
Yep.
And it says, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Yep. Because they not doing anything for you. They standing straight up like palm tree. They speaking not, because that's a vain idol work, and you worshiping that, man. That's vain. You set this up in your tree, you decorate, you set this up in your house where you dwell at, in your dwelling place. You decorate it, make sure it don't move, put the little angel at the top. gifts under it, you are worshiping that, man.
Kind.
And it's a vain, dumb idol, man. The scriptures tell you about those vain idols, man. This Colossians 2:8. He said, beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and
beware. Could you start it again?
It said, beware.
Beware. Beware. Look out. Keep your eyes wide open. Be afraid. That's a warning right there.
Yep.
Go ahead,
lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit. Vain deceit. Your enemy is spoiling you through these philosophies. He's giving it to you. You're feeding it to your generation, the next generation. He's spoiling you because you see nothing wrong with it. How do you spoil a child? You always pick them up. You give them what they want, and they come right back to you. Yep. They love you.
Yep, and it's like Esau so cool with it. It's like a hereditary disease, man. It's like baldness or something. Like your grandpa was bald, your daddy was bald, you gonna be bald, your son gonna be bald. It's hereditary. That's how these vain deceits, man. These vain deceits and these philosophies are, man. They fed it to our forefathers. They gulped it down, especially the mothers. Then they brought it to their kids. They grew up in it, brought it down to their kids. They grew up all the way down us, man. But the Lord breaking that yoke off our neck, man, through his words, man. It says, after the tradition of men, and that's a tradition of man. That this had nothing to do with the Lord, man. Where in here, show me one scripture where it said the Lord was born in the middle of a brick winter, first of all. Second of all, what they said, go get a tree, decorate it, put gifts under it, and open them December 25th morning. Show me that. Show me if you could show me that in the scriptures, I'll hearken unto that, man. This book is about the Lord. Y'all say it's the Lord's birthday and y'all doing it because of the Lord, but you don't even look and see for yourself, man.
Right, man. I cut you Christians right up because you say you're abiding by this doctrine in the Bible, but it doesn't have Christmas or any of those traditions like that in the Bible.
We just read Christmas, and they call that the custom of the heathen, a vain custom, man.
That's right.
Let me finish this. It says, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after the Mashiach, man.
After the rudiments of the world. And in the scripture it tells you, if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you.
Yep.
So if you after the rudiments, all of the riches you could get out of the world, all of the spoils you could take from this world, the Most High is not dealing with you, man. Point blank, period. Yep.
You grab me Leviticus 18 right quick, brother, from the top. This Isaiah 45, I'm going to start at 19. I'm going to jump down a little. It says, I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I, the Lord, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. So he teach us the good things from the bad thing. What's right, what's wrong, man. His high holy days and things of the world, man. It says, assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, that ye are escaped of the nations. And escaped of the nations, meaning we hogging back into each other as the elect, as the Akim, also out of the nations, the customs of the nations too, man. Like those holidays and all these vain idols y'all worship and stuff like that. It says, that have no knowledge, that set up the wood of the graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. They praying unto vain idols, man. They worshiping things that can, vain, stupid, dumb idols that cannot do nothing. That when those missiles hit, those things not gonna deliver you. They gonna get burnt up with you.
That's right.
That picture you got set up, that tree you got set up, all these different things, that cross you walking around wearing, that Allah rug that you praying on, all that wall that they over there in the Middle East praying to, all that's gonna be burnt up, man, by the one and only power. That's why I like the scripture. Verse 21, it says, tell ye and bring them near ye. Let them take counsel together, who have declared this from ancient time, who have told it from that time. Have not I the Lord? And there is no power else beside me, a just power and a Savior. There is none beside me. So the Lord, he telling you, who told you this from ancient time? One I the one told y'all about this? One I the one told y'all gonna go into hardcore slavery under the so-called white man? One I the one told y'all was gonna forget who y'all were, man? One I the one told y'all that in that same land y'all gonna remember and stand up on your feet? It wasn't me. It's only me. Ain't none beside me. Verse 22 says, look unto me and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am Yahweh and there is none else, man.
And it says, look unto me and be ye saved. Not look unto a Christmas tree and be ye saved. Come on, man. Man, I used to have this teacher when I was small, man. Back in like middle school or something. She used to always say, man, why she used to go up to a student in class when he doing something dumb, like just laughing for no reason. She'd be like, surface level thinking. Why you just thinking at the surface, man? Why you can't just think deeper on things, man? You just eating whatever somebody give you, man. Eating all the philosophies, just drinking it, gulping it down, whatever somebody give you, man. Not doing your own research. Come on, man.
That's our people,
it's
man.
It's time to wake up.
That's our people. You can roll with that from me.
It's Leviticus 18:1. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
See, of course, the subject matter is always about Israel. It's the only people that matter, man, to the Most High, man. So that's why you had to come out the nations and come out of the world, man. The Lord, it's all about Israel, man. He is our power, Yasharala, the sons of the living power, man, the sons of the king. We are the princes, man. Why would I care about these other heathens? Y'all done seen those type of movies that deal with kings and princes. They don't give a fuck about everybody else, man. It's about their son, man. We are the sons, man. So he's talking to Israel, man. Go ahead, brother.
And say unto them, I am the Lord Yahweh your God.
Yep. Go ahead.
After the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Shall ye not do, man? Well, cause we came out of Egypt. Don't do those customs that they were doing in Egypt. Don't do what they were doing. Don't follow their traditions, man, and their customs, man. You keep the high holy days, man. You worship Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. And that's it. None of their gods, none of their ways, none of their styles, none of their foods, none of that shit, man. Go ahead.
And after the doings of the land of Canaan,
go ahead.
Whither I bring you, shall ye not do.
Yep, that's what the Lord brought us when he took us out of Egypt. And bring y'all to this land. Don't do what they do, man. Do what y'all do, man. Do what thus says the Bible. Do what thus says at that time Moses, man, who gave us the laws, man. Go ahead.
Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Don't follow after them, man. Follow the ordinances of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man, which at that time was written to us, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. Yep. I am the Lord Yahweh your God.
Yep. Go down the verse, keep going to 5. Stop at 5.
Alright. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them.
Yep. So the Lord's statutes and judgments, none of them say in the middle of winter, go get a tree, put it in your house, decorate it, put presents under it, wake up and think about Yahweh Shai. Say happy birthday Yahweh Shai and give your kids gifts and presents and shit like that. Now you in debt until a couple months from now when you get your income tax where you can finally catch up because you bought your son an Xbox 3, an Xbox 1 and a PlayStation 4 and shit. Okay. All these different shits. You bought your girl some red bottoms and a Louis bag and shit like that, man. Okay. No, that's it. That's nothing to do with the Lord, man.
And it's ultimately too, well, also getting y'all away from the name of Yahweh Shai, because it's throwing that word, it's throwing that Jesus and that Caesar Borgia in your face.
Yep.
And because if you knew the name, it's like it comes with the territory. You knew the territory, you know the boundaries that Yahweh Shai has set up for us. So you wouldn't be in that Christmas stuff, and you would, and because Yahweh Shai is a different person from Caesar Borgia, man, and you would know Yahweh Shai don't deal with that
don't
bullshit,
rock
man.
like that, man. He not fucking with that, man. You crazy? Are you crazy? Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice for us, man. What can we go to the store and buy him, man? When he say be a living sacrifice to him, that means putting your body on the line, man. Out there doing the works, man. Out there studying his word and out there proclaiming it, man. That's what Yahweh Shai wants you to do, man. And cry to the Father just like he did before he gave up his flesh, man. Okay. He prayed to the Father 3 times, man, to remove it from him, man. He didn't want to. That's making yourself a sacrifice, man. Out there on them highways and byways, man. Out there dealing with your Akim, man. Always constantly praying. Pray without ceasing, man. Not going get no damn Christmas tree. I'ma spend every extra dollar I got on my kids. Cause that's how much I love my kids and I love the Lord. Like, come on, man. That's bullshit, man. Go ahead, brother.
You want me to continue?
That was verse 5?
Yeah, that was verse 5.
Kind, man. Yeah, that's all I want you to get on that, man. Like, man, it's time to wake up, man. All these, and if you notice, man, like the brother said, these men were talking about it recently, man. The spirit of Christ, all that shit is dying down. It's dying out, man. Back when I was younger, man, you couldn't go on the block that wasn't fully decorated, man. I'm looking around now, I don't even see lights. I think they got one little house right there with like one string of lights over there, man. I don't even see lights, man, and that shit in a couple weeks. Christmas in a couple weeks today, like the 13th or some shit.
Yep.
Christmas in a couple weeks, man. That shit, man, Christmas used to be fucking... Man, when I was younger, man, I feel like an old ass man now, man. That shit was all people talked about. Lights everywhere, all kind of shit, man. That shit no wise dying now because Yahweh Shai is about to be back, man. And the wicked have but a short time, and it has an appointed time. And when it's getting close to the end of his time, so that shit it wasn't built to sustain, to last forever. This truth is getting stronger and stronger. We got more and more brothers coming in, more and more people waking up. The common person, as far as Israel know, like most of them know about Israel, man. Well, I'm an Israelite. Most of them know, they don't know much more than that. But that wasn't common ground. People weren't saying that shit. That was just like the homo thing. That shit common ground now. Back then when I was little, man, if you was a fag, you was all the way in the closet with that shit, man.
Yep.
Now it's common ground. That wickedness is common ground. This truth is coming even stronger, man. The battle against it is gonna knock it the fuck out, man.
Okay.
So you gotta, Christmas, that shit is dying in the world, man. That shit is fucking dying out here, man, in Babylon, man.
That's right.
That's why our place is called spiritual Babylon. I mean, the daughter of Babylon, man. Because it's follow all its customs, man. That's a Babylonian custom, man.
Okay. And it says, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man, so why should you be? We take the time out to research and see all the fundamental and basics of these wicked-ass customs and holidays and how they origin and things like that.
Yep.
So why can't you do the same things? You just gonna live in la-la land forever, man, till the Lord just come destroy you? You gotta wake up, man.
In America, Christmas was banned because of the wickedness. And I forgot in what hundreds, like the 1600s, 1700s. I forgot exactly when.
Too.
But Christmas was banned, man. They didn't want that shit going on, man. Then they figured, well, we can hit them with that. Had them praising Caesar Borgia, who you call Jesus Christ. Had them praising him and spending and make them spend money and all that shit that they wasn't normally gonna spend.
Okay.
You know? And shit like that's all that shit about, man.
It's straight confusion, man. These holidays and customs, they don't have no integrity in that, man.
No, man.
They got integrity in this word, man. They don't have no integrity, no pride. You shouldn't be proud wearing a Santa hat, man, acting like you an elf, man. That's folly, man.
Yep.
That's quote-unquote fuck shit, man. For real,
man. But that's our people. Like when I first got in this truth and people would text me Merry Christmas and shit, my family and shit, I would text them Jeremiah 10, 1-4. You hear me?
That's
and
right.
some of them will read it and text me back like, yeah, I get it. But it's tradition. I do it for the kids and shit like that, man. But it tells you in Matthew, get that right quick, Matthew 10, like around 36 or something like that. About love. Yeah, Matthew 10.
Yeah, you said they said tradition, man?
Yeah, it's tradition.
That's putting tradition over salvation, man. And
Yep.
You know what? I'd have said, well, it's my salvation, man.
For real.
10 and what up?
Like around 35 6 or something. He that loveth father, daughter more than me. Not word of me, he that loveth son.
What kind? 37. Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So if you love the things that your father and your mother taught you, the tradition they taught you, and not what the scriptures tell you, thus said the Lord, you are not worthy of the Lord. Go ahead.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
And he that, this is tradition. I have to do this for my kids, man. I can't have my kids not getting Christmas gifts when all their friends riding around on new bicycles and stuff. What about my kids? My kids not gonna be the only ones out here looking crazy and stuff like that. They get new shoes, new clothes, and all that. They got the new Xbox. Meanwhile, my son in here looking crazy and all that. I'm gonna get him the new Jordans and all that for Christmas and all that stuff. You loving your son or daughter more than the Lord. Yahweh created one thing. Yahweh Shai, man, who was sacrificed for us, man. So how much more our kids, man? And it's not telling us to sacrifice our kids, man. It said don't love them more than the Lord. Put the Lord first, man. If you put, the scriptures tell you, raise up a child in the way it should go and should not stray from it. If you raise up your kids, Christmas is pagan, Thanksgiving is pagan, it's celebrating the slaughter of the Native Americans and the Seminole Indians, man, and Ishakar and things like that, man. And Christmas, man, if you give them the origins of Christmas, tell them why we don't celebrate Christmas and stuff. The Lord wasn't born in no manger in the middle of winter, man. The shepherds wasn't out there herding in the brick cold negative 20 degrees outside, man. That's a false doctrine. That's vain deceits and traditions of the world. You raise them up in that, by the time they get older, and the scriptures tell you, they gonna stick to that. They gonna follow that, man. That's how it used to be when we were in power, man. The father would teach the children. I mean, you know, the father would set the order, and the mother would teach the children, and they would learn after their father, man. The father would teach the son how to do this, how to do that, the high holy days, different things like that. And it just flowed and flowed and flowed. No bullshit going on, man. No bullshit and folly. It wasn't until we got around the other nations. That's why the scriptures tell you, don't follow those customs of those other nations, man. Don't do what they do, man. Do not. And the Lord said that because he know our people, man. He know us, man. He created us. He know us, man. He know we're going to get around the Moabites. We're going to start being Buddhites. We're going to get around them East Indians. We're going to start worshiping Allah and shit, man. We're going to get around Esau. It's going to be all about Jesus Christ and shit, man. And all these holidays and shit, man. He know us to the T, man. That's why he said that, man.
Esau beat you over the back for 365 days and throw a couple of treats in there that you could just come and celebrate, and then give all your money to him, man.
Yep.
When I was young, man, I never celebrated Christmas. My whole life, my mom used to come get me from Christmas parties at school, man. And then when she did, at first when I was young, I'd be like, Mom, like, what's going on? I never cried about it, but then I started sitting back and I'd be like, man, look, these people doing the most for these holidays. They stealing, robbing, killing, just to get something.
Yep.
Just to put something under the tree, man. Just to get a fifth for Easter.
I'm talking about, man, especially our Jake family, man. I'm talking about taking out loans, doing all kind of things, man, just to get you some gifts, man. I'm telling you, that's why I set up like that. Christmas right then, and then a month or two later, you get your income tax check to pay off the shit, to catch up with the bills and shit, man.
Then Valentine's Day right there.
Yep, come on, man. All that shit, none of that shit got to do with the Lord, man. This Passover season, the Passover coming up, man.
That's right.
That's that high holy day you're supposed to be worshiping, but you don't know nothing about that.
And you don't care, man. You don't see.
Yep.
But with that, man, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to Apostle Great Millstone, and peace and blessing. Until next time, to you, Akim, pushing out this four corners. Shalom.
Shalom.